It's giving Colombiana today. Pa arriba. Pa abajo.
I left a nurse practitioner in California making about $300K plus a year for somebody that made $1,000 a month. She has treated me better than that woman could ever dream of.
Tu cuerpo se desliza.
I never met the girl, but she looked like she can cook, and I feel like she has a lot more patience for you than I do. The problem is not that you don't want to spend money on women, it's that you don't have enough money. What we have been saying all along.
Cooking video today is a bit different. It's giving random. I decided to do the TikTok a bit late, so I already marinated the chicken, breadcrumbed it, whatever. Now we're moving on to the frijoles. We're gonna introduce Corey to some Colombian food. He's excited.
Look at my man back there dancing. Now you wonder, why is he dancing for food, right? As you can see from the accent, she's in the UK now, but she's a Colombian woman, and you can tell he's happy. She cooks for him, right? She stayed true to her roots. She most likely went out there, didn't become corrupted by modern women, because a lot of them don't identify. Like even today, I interviewed not today, but I put it up today. The other day, I interviewed a brother with a Filipino who went out to the U.S. and she wants to come back to the Philippines. Not too long ago, maybe 6 months ago, I interviewed another Filipino who wanted to move back to the Philippines. About a year before that, I interviewed a Filipino who wanted to move back to the Philippines. Some of these women, I'm not trying to say it's okay to bring them back, but if you're a guy that knows, you can, right? Like, for instance, my wife, I've been with her forever. I can bring her back. I've been here for the longest. I know her in and out. She doesn't need, if she goes back to the U.S., my wife wouldn't even need to work, but it makes no sense for me to go back there because my life and everything I do is over here.
Excited. Yeah, he's dancing of excitement. I'm a bit nervous. So we've diced the onions nice and small. We've crushed the garlic. We're going to chop it thinly. We're going to chop up tomatoes. And then we're going to make guiso. And then add the frijoles. So we have the ingredients ready para el guiso. And we're just going to dash it into a pot.
See the accent coming out,
right? So this is el guiso, is how it's coming along now. You know how it's given like that juicy kind of, yeah? That's called guiso. I'm lazy, no tengo pitadora, so we're gonna, we're gonna just use these.
Now, I'm sorry guys, I'm gonna let it play after this, but why do you, well, you guys already know, that's why Cooking with Kaya was so popular. Men, we don't want to see women enslaved, but men want the natural things. Men are very simple. You hear ladies say it all the time, men are easier to figure out, but let me get a plan.
Usually I use other ones, but this is what we're working with, and it's just gonna have to work. Then we're gonna fry these and then make rice. So I like to fry off the seasonings with el guiso. I should have done this before, but do you know what I mean? There's no rules. I'm using sazon, adobo, a bit of salt and pepper, and then I'm literally gonna add the frijoles now. Added in the frijoles, we're just gonna let that bake off now and start on the chicken. I'm also making agua panela. It's giving Colombiana today. Guys, I have to show you guys what I showed Corey. What did you learn today? Come. Pa arriba. Pa abajo. Pa el centro. Y pa dentro. You thought that was it? But she's also gonna fry plantain. Corey has decided to take over. He's gonna do the plantain. Apparently he didn't trust me. Smells so damn good in my kitchen though. So it's all ready. So We have plátanos, we have pollo, we have frijoles, we have arroz. Unfortunately, it is brown rice because your bitch is on a diet. She's not really trying to eat too many carbs, so we're gonna go for healthier carbs.
I wonder why they left.
Now we dish it up. So I made agua panela con limon, so it's now limonada. Corey tried a bit, he liked it. Approval. So this is the final product. What do you think? Huh? It's mad.
This is the way.
Look, another satisfied customer. My man is happy. He's happy. He's satisfied. Now I gotta play this interview really quick. Let's watch this.
I left a nurse practitioner in California making about 300K plus a year for somebody that made $1,000 a month, if that. And she has treated me better than that woman could ever dream of. Her kid has treated me better than I ever could have dreamed of. But now that I'm gone,
Guys, I gotta give a shout out to Mab Experience. This was on his podcast. The man said it, and men don't care how much money you make. She probably was a miserable woman, didn't care about cooking anymore. As I told you, guys like cooking with Kaya. She's not foreign, right? Guys want the simple thing, and guys are willing to leave to find it.
it's like, I want my husband. I wish I had my husband. Yeah. But before, it was, because she had the crib, because I was on the road trucking. So she had already got a crib, you know what I'm saying? So she was like, well, you just move in with me, blah, 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 whatever. But then soon as she get mad, well, you can get the all right. I ain't gonna be told that too many times. And one day, I politely packed mine, and the next day I was in Colombia.
Sayonara. Goodbye. Adios. Oh, man.
Wow.
Dipped on her.
Didn't look back.
Right.
Did not look
Be
back.
Be careful what you ask for.
Be careful what you ask for.
Congratulations. You played yourself.
You know
Unfortunately for us, man, like, it seems like we don't get the respect, the understanding.
He left for a beautiful Colombiana that does what that girl was doing, right? And better treatment.
This is the way.
Oh, but you can get out my house. Just because they're making the money, just because they got the degree. Oh, yeah. I want to say to any guys out there, if, you know, you are working, you feel like it's a dead-end job and you want to get ahead, definitely reach out to me. Reach out to me because I would love to help you. That's why I keep my packages extremely low, because I want every guy to be able to take advantage of the things I was doing many, many years ago. I was doing this 13 years ago, and it's moved me overseas. So I want to help you guys do the same thing. If you may be dealing with a woman that got a degree and trying to throw it in your face, I don't know, and you want to get out and do the same thing this man did, reach out to me. Link in the description. But check this next video out. So imagine a man, right, sitting there in the backyard, chilling, drinking a cervezas. Let me talk to y'all for a minute. Drinking a cervezas, looking at the view of her, and then you taste that food and fall in love all over again. And then she comes and wipes the food off your mouth. And then later on that day, she rubs your back. Because yes, as women will say, they're using you for your coins. No, it's not that. Every woman, they're just like you, but different. They want security. It's different than the West. You want to take over. These ladies need security. She didn't serve it to you. She didn't serve you your food. This is what guys want. Take a look at the mom and daughter. This is the mother right here. The one with the curly hair is the mom. You know, she don't got the banging like the daughter has, but she's getting it in. You see, she get it from her mama. And guys will go there for her too. Check out. Y'all don't know. I lived in Long Island. I used to get it in. Long Island. Like I used to go to the Spanish clubs. Ooh, let me go to Colombia, boy. I be dancing up a storm. I'm gonna go with my wife. I'm gonna go to Colombia with my wife and have fun out there. Maybe I'll dance with other girls because my wife can't dance. I'll teach her, but I'm going out there. I'm not looking to get it in and slide with different ladies. I'm looking to go out there and have fun, right? And explore. So when I go out to Colombia, you won't see me in the city areas at all. I'm going to the travel adventures, things like that. So stay tuned for that. Wow. That looks really good, man. That looks really good. I'm sure one of you guys would love to try that. I'm sure. And a wild thing, these ladies you saw doing it, you'd be surprised. They would be open and willing to talk to you. And then you would also be surprised that there's no hidden agenda. You know, these ladies like to say, oh, these ladies have hidden agendas. So if they have hidden agendas, why did this black man go down there and get a Colombia making around $1,000 a month, who probably was willing to do everything for him? You think he went down there for a gimmick? Men are leaving for the real thing. Men are leaving for, I'm going to take out submissive women. Men are leaving for women of the elk. I repeat, women of the elk. What do I mean by that? Women who are the original woman, that believe a man is supposed to lead, that believe in Bible principles. Because you look at all of these countries, except for maybe a few, they still big on tradition. Even the ones that are not big on Bible, they're still big on tradition. And the tradition is the man is the head. And that's what men want. That's what men need.
I'm going from you. You can't even be mad at the girl that he left you for. Cause I can't even lie, that's a good woman. She's a good woman, Savannah. Like, she's super thick, she's super cute, her body T. She looks like she can cook. I've never met the girl, but she looked like she can cook. And I feel like she has a lot more patience for you than I do. So I can't even talk. I can't talk about the girl at all. Honestly, in a different world, she's probably my best friend. So I don't have nothing to say. Like, people love to say, oh, you'll never find nobody better than me. You're never going to find anybody that ever compares to me. I don't say that. You'll never catch me saying you, depending on the category, baby, she might be whooping me. She might truly have me beat. Honestly, this could be a really good decision for you. Like, I'm not gonna call it an upgrade, but it's some things that I'm not gonna do for a man. It's some things that I'm just not gonna do. And if she's willing to do it, I think that you made a good choice, brother.
This is why guys are leaving. But you see what she said though, right? There's just some things I'm not gonna do for a man. Yeah, she would say that with an American woman, with another black woman. right? But you see this lady? This is the same
phenomenon. If you don't know, Passport Bro is a black man who's decided that dating black women in America is too hard for him, so he needs to go out of the country and take his business elsewhere because the women here are taking advantage of him and we ain't worth nothing no way. So he's got to go get it elsewhere. It has.
What happened to what you just said? What happened to that? Because that's what Passport Bros are doing, right? The same thing that you explained, you just explained the woman that I showed in the beginning. You just explained why this brother left. You said, oh, that's good. That's a good woman, Savannah. What happened to that?
Oh, accountability.
Look, now it's time to hold your feet to the fire. You just said, I can't compete, right? That's pretty much it, guys. She said, I can't compete. Now look at this.
It has been absolutely hilarious. I wish I could find the video, but I'm sure y'all have seen it. Video of this dude, I think he was in the Dominican Republic, literally saying that back in the day, you could come down here and you would not have to spend a lot of money to get girls' attention. You wouldn't have to spend that much money to court her and whatnot. And now that there have been all of these, an influx of men coming to the Dominican Republic and spending money on them, now they're starting to cost more. He's literally complaining about inflation on women. It has now become too much money for you. Even in the Dominican Republic, you don't have enough money. Is that not hilarious? I also want to point out that, so we were right all along. The problem is not that you don't want to spend money on women. It's that you don't have enough money, which is what we have been saying all along.
Bitterness.
A hit dog will holler. If I say that when I'm in a relationship, I want a man to spend money on me, I say it in a room full of men, whatever man raises his hand and says that he shouldn't have to do that, or it doesn't make any sense, or it's not fair, open his wallet up. Open it up, and you will see nothing. You'll see nothing in there. Because the men who have the money don't have a problem spending the money. Because when a man likes you, I've been saying this for forever because it is true. When a man really likes you and he's serious about you, he's intentional with you, and he is dedicated to being with you, he wants to take care of you. He wants to spend money on you. He wants to provide for you.
Those days are over.
So again, the issue was not that we want men to provide for us. The issue was not that we want men to spend money on us. The issue was that you didn't have the money, which again, we all already knew. We already knew that. This is just a glorious, this is a glorious time to be alive. Honestly, it is. Getting to watch this in real time is one of my favorite things about my life currently. It is. I'm sorry.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you
We don't care.
Yeah, see, she's talking about guys going to the DR. Yeah, that's CD. I don't do the CD things, so I can't oblige with those guys. But I'll say one thing. Those guys are still finding women in these places. Not all of them. You have a lot of guys that are going over there for a weekend. That guy, I know who you're talking about. He was staying long term. He shouldn't have even mentioned that on a video. I was shocked. I saw the same video. Now, it's not a money thing, right? It's not a money thing. Think about it. The guy has been out there for the longest time. He obliged in the wrong way. I wouldn't have been partaking in things like that, right? I would have been trying to knock some socks off for nothing. If I was out there getting it, I'd be getting it for nothing. But this is what I say, right? Even doing that is still a better situation. It's still better than dealing with you, right? Because a lot of you girls are knocked off for free. I repeat, a lot of you are being knocked off for free. You complaining about this man and that man, and this man is like this and that man, but it's only 20% of men like that. And those same 20 are running through them all. Because guys, I know are leaving, dispersing, but she has another video.
I love the idea of a provider man that pays all the bills and all of that, the idea of it, and I don't think I like the actuality. Y'all, there has to be a balance. There has to be something in between. There's got to be. In this economy, in this job market, There's got to be something in between. If he doesn't pay every single bill that you have and support your entire lifestyle, that he hates you, and you know your man should want to contribute financially and make your life easier in feasible, reasonable ways. There has to be a middle ground somewhere. And I think that with the internet dating advice, everything is so black and white. If he doesn't profess his love for you 15 times a day, he hates you. If he doesn't make you his girlfriend within 2 months, he hates you. If he's not paying every single bill and floating your lifestyle, he hates you. Y'all, that can't be it. That's like the actuality.
Wow.
Y'all, there has to be a...
I'm shocked. She finally had some realization, right? She had to reflect and go, wait a minute. Common sense is, and it's been like that for the longest time. That's why it makes sense for men to leave, because it's not just about the woman. I repeat, being a passport bro is not only about the woman. I left to experience other cultures. I left to, of course, for the woman, but also I left because the money. I would advise you to become a passport bro, to passport sister. Yes, I would advise you to get out of the rat race and free yourself, because that's the way, to be honest. And I'll say this, if there's any sisters out there that need help, I can help them as well, because everybody needs to get out. So stop hating on the brothers, right? The brothers are trying to make something of themselves. Guys are trying, and they're being punched and beat down by the sisters. It's not right. That's why the men left America. And you go, okay, men are shouting to the mountaintops. You damn right men are shouting to the mountaintops after what we've been through.
My boyfriend breaking up with me to date my friend. And why I actually wish, oh my god, that's too much. Why I actually wish I would have given him the time of day to explain himself. So back in college, I dated this guy. Let's say his name is Kenny. Now, Kenny was a really sweet guy. He was older than me. At the time, I was like 16. He was in college. And I know the age difference was not the best, but let's be real. A lot of girls at that age group do date older guys, regardless of what the laws say. Now, at the time, I was still a virgin, and he actually did not pressure me for sex, which was fantastic. He went to my basketball games. He would pick me up after school in his Benz. I think it was like his dad's Benz or whatever, but the bass was bumping. He was really supportive of my basketball. He was really sweet. Now that same year, there was a girl that came into high school. Let's call her Michelle. And Michelle was from Jamaica, like straight from Jamaica. Now my family is from Jamaica, but I was born and raised in the US. So I've always had a strong affinity for Jamaica and Jamaican culture, but Michelle Lee was like 100% through and through Jamaican. So naturally I gravitated towards her, and she didn't have any other friends besides me, and I kind of like took her under my wing and was like, oh my gosh, let's be friends. Kenny was from some other island, but he was really like obsessed with Jamaican culture. He actually really put me on to a lot of Vybz Kartel at the time. I mean, he knew like rhythms. Like if you're Jamaican, you know we have a lot of rhythms, and there's like a million songs on the rhythm. He would know the rhythms by heart. He would memorize the rhythms. He would know the artists on the rhythms. And again, it was also making me feel really connected and close to my culture. So the three of us would hang out all the time. Let's just say that. I've never been the type of girl who was like, oh, I keep my man over here and my friends over here. If the energy is natural and everybody is cool, I like for my man and my friends to get along, because I'm like, okay, cool. Like everybody knows each other. It feels great to be able to really bond with everyone together and like a whole relationship forms. So I still don't see anything wrong with this. However, yeah, let me just keep telling the story. I believe Kenny and I dated for about a year, and the relationship was going well until one day he was like, you know, we need to talk. I'm like, okay, about what? You know, at the time I'm very naive. I'm freaking a teenager. But anyway, we went to my place and he pulled out this song. And if you're Jamaican, you know this song. If you're not, it says, "It's not that I don't love you. You know how much I do. But it's just the feeling you give me when you stroke my hand. Da 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 da. So I'm leaving." Don't make fun of me, y'all. "I'm gonna walk away from love before it breaks my heart." So that's pretty much what the song is saying. In other words, I'm leaving you because I love you too much. A load of crap. Anyway, I was distraught. I was hurt. I did not see this coming. I was like, you know, how could this be? We always had such a great relationship. Whatever. So time passes and Michelle and Kenny are dating. I'm hurt. I'm distraught. My teenage self is like, how the fuck could this have happened? I trusted this girl. I was her only friend. I really cared about Kenny. We had a relationship and he really just left me for my friend. Like, y'all, 10 out of 10, livid. Me, I'm a Sagittarius. I also have issues with forgiving people. I was like, y'all could go to hell. I'm never talking to you again. Like,
Actually, you're a fool. But you were young, though. You were young. And the same thing for the woman as well. You know, you had a learning experience. I bet you never brought another woman around your man again. You learned. But then what did you do? You turned around and became her. This is the girl you guys pointed out. I forgot about that. This is the girl that Kevin Samuels interviewed. This is the girl I think was connected to Tyrese or somebody. Something like that, right? This is her. So she became her friend. She became the fast girl. Because the friend's a fast girl. Only fast girls smash mans and stuff like that. You became her. You're one with her now. And so men have to leave you alone, right? And leave you to your own. I reacted to another videos of hers today. This is coming out the next day, but yeah. Still lost. Mind of my brain. And guys can't deal with it.
Hey, let me cook. I'll let you talk uninterrupted. The majority of black women, they hate, tear down, ridicule, criticize black men with confidence. You are not allowed to be a black man with confidence in America. You are not allowed to be a black man with standards in America. You are not allowed to be a black man with expectations when it comes to a black woman in America. You cannot tell a black woman.
She's not a confident black.
Hold up. You see what he just said?
Hey, let me cook. I'll let you talk uninterrupted.
Why do you think guys on this side disperse and leave? This is the reason. And I got to start bringing that back because this is the way. I knew it a while ago. This is the thing to do, right? And guys have realized I can't deal with the nonsense back home. I'm not going to play the whole clip, but black men are attacked if they have confidence, even if they don't have confidence. There's some black men that are older whose confidence are not there, younger whose confidence is not there. And then hearing a bunch of black women tearing men down the way they do, saying I need a man to have this, and that, it hurts a man to the core going, what chance do I have? So when a man knows he can take his $40,000 and go play ball in another country, that's fabulous to the man. When he knows he can take that money he makes and it's millions in another country, it's fabulous.
2 years now. Originally, why I came here to Laba, I wanted to study our ancient story here as African people in relation to Africa throughout the whole world. And saw it was African people here. And I said, that's my people. Let's do it. And I made an effort to see our people culture here. I've been doing a lot of performing, so I've been able to connect with my people. This region, Colombiana, is very potent. And it's potent to vast degrees. So when I've been able to dance, I've been able to channel. And the people out here, they love it. They feel it. All feed off each other's energy. So it's a call and response.
And he found his way. And a lot of guys are leaving too to find their way. They don't find it. You can't be like this a lot of times back home. Number one, because when you're coming from where I'm from, you know, this is not accepted almost anywhere. Also, not only not accepted, I come from New York where it's freezing at. So when I came out to the Philippines and the cold climate, I felt great. And also, I realized from traveling, Black people are everywhere. They're out there in Costa Rica, definitely out there in South America, in Brazil. They're out in the Philippines as well. The first people of the Philippines were Blacks. And they're out here up in the mountains. They're out in over there by close by Angeles City over there, and they come down. And also the natives where my wife was from, they were part Black, part Filipino. Also from the sun, they're under the sun. So I see Filipinos darker than me. There's Filipinos like him walking around. You would think they were Black. It'll boggle your mind. That's because we're kind of all connected. But yeah, guys, that's what guys are leaving because they realize it's definitely more to life than dealing with women who are not like the woman they need to be. Peace out. See you next video.
This is the way.
Passport bros. Cash for no.
So he's coming.